What is going on, everybody? I am Zombie King and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are doing water enchanted units only. As per usual, I've picked out my team and I think it's a pretty good team, although there are some things that could be better. So on my team, I have Ultra Goku and Super 2 Vegeta Final, which was a Star Pass unit. And I gave him the Fire Age Orb and he's in my leader slot, because he's going to be our main source of damage. And he gives a 15% money bonus. Next up, we have Cooler. He is good air coverage, and his clones that you get when maxed out have 22 million health. I was thinking about bringing someone else other than Cooler, but everyone uses him, or something like that. I just brought him because he's not that expensive as well. Next up, I have 02, who is a Black Flames unit. Got buffed a few updates ago. I can't remember which one. She is not obtainable anymore. She was a code unit way back then. And I gave her the Prey Orbs for some extra damage and some extra range. Next, I have Tony Stark Beyond. He is the 4th Prestige unit, I think. 3rd or 4th Prestige unit you get when you Prestige. He's a tad bit expensive, but he does a lot of damage, so... And because he does a lot of damage, I decided to give him the Bomb Orb. Next up, we have Idol. And if you are any normal player, you gave her the Ultra Magic Orb, or the Rainbow Orb. And finally, we have Speedwagon. That is our team. Without wasting any more time, we're just going to jump straight into it. I do not know if we will do as good as we did with Dark units, because if you've seen the Dark unit video, you'll know we made it to wave like 100 or something. So will we make it that far? I don't know. Probably not. Are we going to try though? Absolutely. Now, with this team, I'm trying to think the best way to spread them out, because we can place 8 Coolers and we can place 8 02s, but we can only place 1 Super Goku and Vegeta Final, and we can only place 1 Tony Stark. So what I'm thinking is our 02s are gonna take up where we would put our slows. So like 3 here, 1 here, 2 here, 1 there, and 1 there. Because that's what I usually do with my slows. So that's what we're planning anyway. I'm hoping we can get wave 80. I feel like wave 80 is doable. Maybe even 90. Oh, I forgot about that. Okay, it's really good that I decided to bring Cooler, because I forgot about the powerful ones that come in, and the powerful 2s as well. I don't know how I'm going to place them. I guess we'll go 2 there, 2 there. We'll go 2 here. So that's 6, and we'll go the last 2 like here. I'm trying to think of the best order to place down my units. I've got all the Coolers placed down. Next, I should probably place down my Super Goku and Vegeta Final, because I'm not going to be able to afford this Tony Stark for a long while. And when I say a long while, I mean probably like wave 50. Because he is probably the most expensive unit to place in this game. And I don't even know how much he costs to upgrade. I've only used him once that I can remember. If you've never used him, I'll explain how I remember him being. So you'd place him down and then you'd upgrade him like once or twice, and he'd get a special ability. You can either keep his 0.5 SPA that he has, or you can increase his damage to, I think 80 mil? Somewhere around there maybe? I don't know, I can't remember, but all I know is whatever upgrade you choose for him, he does a lot of damage. So what I'm just planning to do is I'm going to place down all of my units, max out my money units along the way, and then I'm probably just going to cut the video until I can afford Tony Stark, because he is really expensive. I don't think he's the most expensive unit in the game. I don't know, that just depends on his upgrade cost. If his upgrade is more than 8 mil, then he will be the most expensive unit in-game. In which case, then I probably should have put the Universal Reduction Orb on him. And we'll go 0-2 for my... Oh! You can only place one of her? That's new. You used to be able to place 8 0-2s. I guess they changed it when they buffed her. I haven't used her in a while. Well, let's see if her upgrades are still the same. 5, 35. Okay, so this would be about 107.5, I think. 100. We'll assume 107.5. 227.5. Okay, so 0-2 is a little over 5k to place, or a little over 500k to max out. Alright. 11.3 mil damage when buffed, but that's probably gonna change. 7 SPA and 81 range. She's small circle AoE. Not gonna lie, I thought she'd be more. Or at least like full AoE or something. I'm pretty sure when you could place 8 0-2s, she did more. Because all of them could do Black Flames. Black Flames is 21 over 40, right? Yeah. So 21 over 40. And I'm trying to remember what she did back in the day. When maxed out. It wasn't over 1 million base damage, I know that. Right, I'm gonna max out my Goku. And then cut the video when I can place my Tony Stark down. So, how many upgrades left? 3? 3 upgrades left for this big lad. I forget how much he is, although I've used him recently. 3 mil, I think 5 mil, then 7 mil? No, 3 mil, 4 mil, 5 mil. What's that total? 5 plus 4 is 9, plus 3 is 12, and then plus the previous upgrade. So, we'll say he's around 14 million to max out. And then the coolers is 240k for all 8. So, I'm excited because the Star Pass is gonna, at the time I'm recording this, the Star Pass will be released in like 6 to 7 hours. Unless it gets delayed again. I'm really hoping it doesn't get delayed again, because I really want to get these units. And I really badly want to showcase the Founder and Aaron and use them in an infinite mode. And also, the tournament mode is going to come out as well, I think. That's what I'm assuming anyways, because the game has to update in order for the Star Pass to come out. At least that's what I think happens. Usually when the Star Pass final tiers come out, I'm not on. So, a few things I'm going to speak about with Zero Two here. Starting with the fact that she is holding a gun. What type of gun is that? Is that an assault rifle? That's an assault rifle. That doesn't make any sense at all. Okay, well, I feel like Zero Two should not be the way she is. Like, they should change her unit. Although, that's probably not going to happen. Because for anyone that's seen Darling in the Franxx, which is what Zero Two is from, you'll know that she should not, it's so funny to just think about it. Zero Two should not be a Black Flames unit. She should just be a high base damage unit with a lot of range, because for anyone who's seen Darling in the Franxx, you'll know that she goes through, like, metamorphosis changes. So, she starts out as this form you see right here. But, the whole thing about Darling in the Franxx, and if you're watching this and you haven't seen it, sorry for spoiling, but for Darling, in Darling in the Franxx, you control these things called Franxxes, which are just machines made out of Klaxosaur blood. And what Klaxosaurs are is, they're not exactly robots, but they're metal beasts that have to be killed. And throughout the entire series of Darling in the Franxx, the main character, or the team, is just so focused on killing all the Klaxosaurs that they don't realize that who the true enemy is. And when they figure out who the true enemy is, because of the stupid plot that it has, Zero Two turns into a giant robot. Not a robot, but it's called Franxx. Specifically, it's an Apus or something like that. I don't really know how to describe it. If you watch the anime, you know exactly what I'm talking about, but it's just funny. And every time I think about it, I just laugh. Well, anyways, I've maxed out all of my units so far, and the only thing left I can do is place my Tony Stark, so I'm gonna cut the video here until I have enough to place my Tony Stark, so yeah. Alright guys, we are back, and we have just got enough to place our Tony Stark, so we're gonna place him right down smack in the middle here with Zero Two. Look at that. One upgrade, and that one upgrade is $1. Didn't really do much. But as you can see here, he has a special ability, Stark Attack Pattern. Now when you click it, as you can see, his stats changed. It went from a 0.5 SPA doing 1.97 million damage to doing 65.8 million damage every 6 seconds. Now unfortunately his range does not change, which is the one downside to him, and it's not letting me change it back. Oh wait, the damage changed there. Okay, was it because of buff? Yeah. Alright, so unfortunately, when you change his attack pattern, you cannot change it back. But nonetheless, he is still really good. And is probably, although he's the most expensive one, he's probably the best unit who does under, or has an SPA under 1 second. So as long as you don't click the Stark attack pattern, you'll be fine. And now that I'm thinking about it, I wish I didn't click it. But, hey, it's for the video, so it's worth. Yeah, it's like my 3rd time trying to get it down. Well, can't place anyone else and I can't upgrade anyone else, so we're just waiting till we die now. I don't know how long that'll take because of our cooler clones. It's clear to me that they have over 22 million health, but they don't have more than 40 mil. because one guy runs through 2 of my clones and dies. What's so nice is that means my Tony Stark and my Super Goku and Vegeta are still one-shotting them. My Zero-2 also may be one-shotting them, but at the same time I don't think she is because she has to apply Black Flames before they die. Because for those that don't know how the debuffs work in this game, or like the status effects of like bleed, burn, and all that, if you hover over it, it'll say numbers like, for Black Flames as an example, it says 21/40. What that means is it does 21 times the character's base damage over 40 seconds. So whatever 11.3 times 21 is, it's doing that much damage to the unit that it hits over 40 seconds of time. For bleed, I think it's 5/7, and for burn, I think it's 7/21. And for things like sunburn and gale slow, it doesn't exactly say. I'm sure someone's figured it out though. Man, I was hoping my Super Vegeta and Goku nuke had charged up a bit more. And unfortunately, Tony Stark is not full AoE, so don't rely on him killing anything. And that nuke did nothing. Haha. Alright, well, we made it to wave 88, which isn't bad without a slow and time stop. We definitely had the damage, but we didn't have the support. Alright, well, when we get back to the lobby, I'm gonna go over a few things before I end the video. I'm a little tired. Alright, so the things I'm going to go over first are some of the units I could have chosen, instead of the ones I have on. So, some units I could have chosen are the Almighty for his better buff, but then I would have taken off I, and I wouldn't have made enough money to place him down, or not place him down, max him out, or place down Tony Stark. Vegeta Blue Evolved, he is probably the worst 7-star in game. I'm just going to say it. He has no debuff effect, and his damage is very poor. He is not worth using if you get him, so if you don't have him, don't go for him, unless you're trying to get all the 7 stars. Next, 6-star Law. I could have used him for his replacement, but other than that, I wasn't going to put him on. Fortune, I've never used him, but he does have stun, so it might have been a good pick. I wouldn't use Aqua Goku. Soyjack would have been a good pick for his burn. You could use him over Zero-2. Could he use Arlong? When you max him out, he does get a time stop, but it's not really that good. Could he use Bobblehead for his damage? Ice X Marine alternative. He's a Raging and Freeze unit. He might have been a good pick. If you have 6-star Blazing Prince, you could use him. And these other 3 or 4 down here, I wouldn't suggest using if you have them. Alright. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Next up is the Star Pass. How much time's left? 6 hours. So at the time I'm recording this, it is currently 3 p.m. So that means at 9 p.m. today, unless it gets delayed, the Star Pass is coming out. And the last thing I want to go over is over here. The tournament. I don't know what it's going to be. I've heard that if you win, though, you get a 7-star or something like that. I don't know what it is, but I'm excited to try it out. I don't know who I'm going to try it out with, probably my friends. If not, then I'm either going to go into a public lobby and ask if anyone wants to join, or I'm just going to do it solo. Well, other than that, I have nothing else to say. I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, you can show your support by liking and subscribing, and that would help me out a lot, and I would really appreciate it. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a good day.